Hey guys, welcome back. We're gonna do an update on the 10-gallon Nuvo. This is probably gonna be like a quick update because I have other videos to edit this week. Because there's a lot of stuff that is going on actually. Even though we're in quarantine, I'm getting like a couple shipments of corals, some really nice stuff, and I want to do some unboxings and then yeah. So I mean, without giving away too much, yeah, we're just gonna do a quick update on this. Let me get the Polyp Lab lens. Let me put that on there real quick so you can see everything. All right, so everything looks good. Cool, so as you guys know, this is now a frogfish tank. And this is kind of small for a frogfish tank, so if you ever do get a frogfish and you're keeping him in a 10-gallon, definitely think about upgrading soon. I have like a 25-gallon lagoon that I'm about to set up, so I am definitely considering moving him in there. If not, just seeing what I can do, because the nutrients that this thing gives off, just because there has to be like other fish in the tank and just you have to feed him a pretty good amount, is pretty crazy for this system. I have nothing on this system, so if we go back here, this is just an algae scraper or whatever. I would actually recommend this algae scraper, but metal tips tend to rust if you don't rinse them very well, and I can't really find these replacement blades too much anymore, so I'm gonna have to switch to something else. But yeah, so I only have a filter sock with some carbon in there, and that is it. Just like there's a heater and stuff. There's room for something else. I could add like a protein skimmer to this thing. I could set up the protein skimmer. The reason I didn't have the reef glass running, the one that I have, is because it was way too loud. It was in my bedroom, in my apartment or dorm or whatever, so it was very loud to sleep with and I didn't like it, but I may use it again. I don't know, we'll see. So we're using an AI Prime still. This is still set up to the AB Plus spectrum from BRS. I just took those settings that they had for like the Hydra 64s and the 32s or whatever, and then I just put them on the Prime HD, and they work fine for a plethora of things. I may need to get like a surface skimmer and stuff because the surface of the water is kind of cloudier than usual, but this tank is also getting ready for a water change. I'm going to do a water change right after this video. I wanted to show you kind of how this tank gets before I do a water change, just to not like, to show you guys that I am human. Like, this thing gets pretty dirty, and I actually may do a chemi-clean treatment here. I'm not sure. I may just stick with water changes like I have been doing. It seems to clear everything up until I can do another water change for a while, and scrub everything good. So we'll probably do that. But let me turn the flow off real quick. All right, so as you can see, I have a domino damsel and a chromis, and these are food for the frogfish. So originally the domino damsel was food, and he escaped and now kind of lives with the frogfish. So I don't think the frogfish is gonna eat him anytime soon, and I have been feeding the frogfish some chromis. So I hope that he will eat this chromis, and the frogfish for some reason is nowhere to be seen because he is hunting. He's down there. He's like that really gray there. That's him. That's literally him hunting. See, you can see his little lure coming out. Very cool. He has a weird looking lure. He's the ugliest fish I've ever seen, but he's mine, and I wouldn't trade him for anything in the world. Seemingly using his lure. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's too dark. Anyways, I have an anemone in this tank, and he was getting his colors back, but now he's not. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I may move him into the 50-gallon lagoon and see how he does there. Then the frag rat corals are actually doing really well. All of these zoas have not encrusted, but they've moved onto the frag rack. And I'm gonna have to frag some of these and put them in the 50 so I can start new colonies. And yeah, I mean, this bounce mushroom is awesome. I'm actually gonna frag him soon. And I know what you guys are probably thinking. Why would you razor blade or whatever? To be honest, I got him for like 70 bucks. As opposed to 300 if you look at like top shelf and all that stuff. So I mean, not that bad. He's really healthy in the system, so I don't think he'll die if I do cut him at all. There's different methods. I may play around with a different method of like slicing his foot off and then maybe like a baby will butt off or something, but I'm not too worried about him. So yeah, all the zoas are doing great. Even though I think they like the higher nutrients in this system, but definitely I have to do more frequent cleanings, deep cleanings to get this system under control. The RFG nozzle in itself is starting to grow algae like crazy. But yeah, I mean, this is a super simple system. So I mean, what can I expect? I know I can't really have a large bio load in this thing. So I have like a lot of miscellaneous things lying around everywhere. Everything seems to be doing good. I really want to frag this toadstool, this long polyp toadstool. The thing's amazing. I got it when it was just a tiny little baby, like the size of your thumb, and it is pretty big now. This little hairy mushroom is pretty cool. He's new, so I moved the big colony over to the other tank, and I kind of had to rip him off the big colony because he was attached to the glass already, and I did, and he healed. So he's cool. I got those sticker shockers right over there. I got them on like a deal, so they're usually like over 100 bucks. I got them for like 70. So I why not? You know, the Iron Man mushrooms I've had for a while. They're starting to multiply, starting to do nicely. I have like these cool little blue ones in the back that are, can't really see that they're blue, but they're there. Pretty cool stuff. Those Blastos are somehow still alive. They don't get any light at all. I don't know how. But yeah, I mean, overall, this thing has been amazing to me. And if you're thinking about doing something like this, like definitely get a 10-gallon Nuvo. It is not hard to keep. Obviously, this looks bad because I have exceeded the limit of nutrients that I can put into this tank without seeing any algae. So this is my fault that it is like this. If you literally only had like one clownfish in here, which I had for the majority of the time this was running, just a single clownfish, this thing was pristine like the whole time. And then I started fragging and selling and just like trying to fund this hobby because I don't have like a job anymore and I'm still in college and all that. So yeah, I've been trying to make things work, and slowly but surely they will. So I don't do any dosing on this tank really. Every once in a while I'll drop some like Lugol solution. I just use like the Kent Lugol solution. I really don't dose anything else. Every once in a while when I dose the big tank, some trace elements and stuff, I'll dose them in this tank. I don't have to do any alkalinity and calcium dosing, which I have the jugs right there, because there's nothing that really uptakes alkalinity and calcium besides that lepto, which is getting stung to hell by that anemone, and that pavona, which comes and goes, honestly. But I do test my nutrients and stuff, and like they don't move. My calcium alkalinity is stable, doesn't fluctuate. It's 8.1 alkalinity, does not move. I've tested it for a week straight, will not move. So, I mean, I'm not too worried about that, but obviously everything seems to be doing well. And by the way, the frogfish caught the chromis, which I literally just put in there like right before I started this video, like literally 10 minutes ago. And he already caught him. See how big he is? That boy is. So if you guys don't know much about frogfish, they can eat anything that can fit in their mouth. They can eat things that are literally just as big as they are. That Chromis was probably around the same size as this guy. And I will not feed him for another 2 weeks almost, like week and a half. And that's because in the wild, and a lot of people will say that, will try and say that like I'm wrong and all that stuff. And obviously everyone has their own anecdotal experience. In my experience, this guy only needs to eat every week, 2 weeks, for the reason that their species in the wild is not fast. They don't chase their prey, they just wait. And in the ocean, things take time, and they can be waiting for months, honestly. Not months, sorry. They can be waiting for weeks for something to swim by that's slow enough, lethargic enough for them to catch, because they are slow moving. They literally just suck up their prey when it gets close enough to their face. So that's why I won't feed them too often. And in the wild, they have one big meal every so often, which is what this guy just had. He's obviously not fast enough to catch that domino damsel, so I'm not too worried about it. There's also a shrimp that I put in here day 1 with him, and that shrimp is literally still in here. If I can find him, I will definitely, I'll definitely show you, because there he is. Literally right there. Let me see if I can, you can kind of see him right there, that little white stripe. That's a shrimp. He's been in there day 1 with this frogfish, and the frogfish does not catch him. So I got a finicky frogfish. He only eats live chromis and stuff. So yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys got a good look at some of the corals here and stuff. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, any tips on maybe a protein skimmer, definitely like, comment, and subscribe, because you're supporting my channel and I don't get any monetary gain from this. I honestly do this just so I can get some help with some of my reefing things, because I don't know everything, and just so I can document everything. Hopefully everyone likes what I do, and it's kind of tough being a college reefer on a college student's budget, but we'll make it work. So I will see you guys in the next video. Probably going to be an unboxing video, an update on the 50-gallon lagoon or the 7-gallon in my room. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you very much.